What is going on?
Yo.
Welcome to CloudNationTV. I really need to look into that. The video is muted. There's supposed to be music on there.
Oh, I was jamming out to it.
I think Spaceman froze.
No, please don't say that.
Look at him.
Damn it!
Frozen right there.
I just he's just so happy that we're on. Damn it! This is like the one. I gotta remember. Someone just screenshot that. Hold on, let me see. For the love of God.
No. Oh my God.
I didn't get it in time. Oh, shit, are we even live still then?
Yeah.
I gotta remember to subscribe. I have to remember to subscribe to his freaking Twitch channel because every time I'm on it, I get a fucking ad. I keep forgetting about that. I'm like, dude, I am supporting your channel like nothing with them ads. I accidentally hit the refresh ad. Oh man. I wonder if he lost
about today.
Well, we do. I can open up the Discord because we do have some stuff in there. But I guess we'll just be like, Porter. Porter, get out of here with that. What that? No. This is a cloud gaming podcast. We don't discriminate towards anybody like other channels that may or may not do such things. You know, we talk about the news that actually shows up for cloud gaming, so a lot of times, you know, there isn't really any for that specific platform. Yeah, for that specific platform. I mean, hey, they got PUBG, right? They got that for them.
And
but GFN got Fortnite,
and they got Genshin Impact too.
To be fair though, Fortnite, yes, is free. It was already on GFN, but it's on iOS now. That's the big difference here.
With touch control.
Yes. That's another big thing. So, that way back. Yeah, that's the difference here with touch control PUBG versus touch control Fortnite is that I believe it was on Mac OS. You could still play it on Mac through the GFN, but not iOS. Because iOS on iPhones, you're using your Safari browser, so that is the biggest difference there. That was, I think that's huge for iOS people that play GFN or just in general that were not wanting Fortnite. And Fortnite is still, I don't care who you are, Fortnite is a huge game still, no matter what.
There's gonna be so many kids in school playing Fortnite.
They're gonna be signing up and they'll be wanting to wait for it, and then they're gonna go, Dad, Mom, please pay for the $9.99 so I can get priority and play.
Then it'll go from that to, Dad, I need your card for a minute. Why? What's this $100 charge? I don't know. I need that 3080 tier. I need that 3080 tier. Also, and Doc's got no power again. Well, thankfully we got the stream started before.
We're here.
We got you.
Oh God! Can we get? We got somebody in the Spaceman lives in Siberia, but we do have somebody in the back room. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him in. I don't know if I have. We got. I don't know. I don't think I have access. I don't know if I have access to. I think Doc.
I don't think you can, dude. That's all on Doc.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I have.
If he owns Oh no! Oh no! We're the last two left alive. There's a crazy battle royale we're going.
I know my kid is excited about Fortnite going the mobile. But I didn't do the beta though. I'm not doing the beta because screw him.
Yeah, I think GFN's on a roll. Like, to me, Genshin Impact was a really big get for this past week on Thursday. And then now with Fortnite coming, that's another really big free-to-play title.
Well, they also got the Anacrusis, which is like a Left 4 Dead. I actually played a little bit today, and it was pretty. Hey, this is what happens when you get vet control. Oh, JD's trying to get in here. Oh my God, JD, help!
JD and
Poor Doc
Vet are both locked out. They're in Spaceman's. Come on, Spaceman, try and log in on your phone and do your magic.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, Khaos, what you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of stuff. I played a little bit of. Going up to life.
What the-
Oh, here we go. We got it.
I can see it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh,
This is what the wait.
this is
Okay.
hilarious.
What the
Oh man,
shit?
welcome to Twitch, everybody. Woo!
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Damn it. I'm
Am-
thinking
am
you
I-
at YouTube.
I can see I can see people in the background of DrSpaceman's like video, and they're just like putting up boards and stuff, trying to fix the stream. Get it working again.
I can see Vet getting frustrated right now.
Guys, I don't know if we're gonna have the show. I think he's gonna tear up some.
Postpone it.
This has turned into a spaceman hostage situation.
Let's talk about the important things. Like
Oh,
Gaming.
yeah,
right?
yeah. So I want to save the PlayStation news for last.
Of course. Spartacus.
But oh yeah, I was talking about games when I got cut off. Yakuza Like a Dragon, I played a little bit of that, and
Nice.
a little bit of Hoko Life on Luna. I was doing some
how is
videos.
that?
It's a lot like Animal Crossing. So if you like
Okay.
Animal Crossing,
Love it.
and other than that, a little bit of Halo Infinite, Final Fantasy 14, just a bit of this and that all over the place.
Cool. I've been playing New World. I love New World. Let's see what else. New World, Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I said, I played probably about 20 minutes of the Anacrusis, which kind of reminded me of a futuristic Left 4 Dead. The weapons were kind of weird, but I'm going back in tonight to play it and see what else I can do. And then Epic Store, they gave out the free Galactic Civilization 3. I got that. I'm gonna play it also later on GFN later on tonight.
Nice.
But JD, what you been doing, man? What you been playing?
Man, I've been in LA, so I haven't been playing anything.
What? Okay. All right. Power just came back on for Dr.
Nice.
Spaceman. So the show will continue, folks.
The show will go on, and it must continue to go on.
Well, there's some upcoming games. Any game? I mean, you got Extraction coming out
But hold
for
on.
a lot of platforms.
But hold on, Ray. So I was
Oh.
able to, because I know I missed the New Year's coming back, but I was able to play some Halo Infinite multiplayer, some campaign through Game Pass, and then I was able to. It actually made me want to play Destiny because the multiplayer is kind of similar in a sense with all the cosmetics and the Bungie 30th anniversary update for Destiny. So yeah, I was playing Halo, then I started playing Destiny, and then yeah, that's what I was able to play.
Cool.
Is that the PS5 headset? Yes, indeed it is. Not the black one though.
No. Mm-mm. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got new games. Yeah, we got new games coming out. So
yeah, I'm excited, especially next month. You got the new Horizon game. You got Elden Ring is a big one for me. Dying Light 2. Oh,
Hold on.
Shit. Jesus. What the hell? That
Here's
is
the story of
Dr.
a panel.
Dr. Spaceman is in space.
he's stranded in space right now.
Hold on.
Oh wait, is this that movie Lost in Space? Oh, this is great.
Does it work fine now?
Nope. So
What?
I mean, we got a black screen. We can hear your voice. That's
Hear
a,
you.
that's a
You just-
positive.
Yeah.
Hold on.
This is sounds. This is like the best way to introduce our show on Twitch. Come on now.
Twitch. What up, Twitch?
How is this?
better.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's-
Oh,
That's a little better.
Perfect.
There you go.
Okay, finally we're back live.
temporarily. Just kidding.
While the current is still on, I don't know what's going on with the grid right now. It's super unstable. I'm sorry, everyone, for all of this.
It's all good, guys.
Yeah.
So
we were just talking about games we were playing. Is all.
Yep.
that's good.
I mean, I heard they were making fun of Vet since, you know.
Actually, gotta catch up on the chat. We got John. Good to see you, man.
to see
And
you.
yeah, JD is in the chat, but he's here in the real. Polaris is there. Awesome. And we got Dino Jack. Good to see you. So you
Dino
guys were
Jack.
talking about the games we're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And who were you at?
Oh, we just finished the.
Oh,
Vet hasn't said
We haven't
his
heard
yet.
from Vet.
No, I was at. There was all issues going everywhere. I've been stuck on Assassin's Creed Odyssey again. That's all I've been playing for the last like 3 days. Is just nonstop Odyssey. And everyone's like, "How far have you gotten?" I'm like, Just going from just riding. I'm not even doing missions in like the actual campaign mission. I'm just doing whatever I show up to do, and usually it's kill people, accomplish one thing. I have failed 2 missions, and that was because I accidentally shot 2 people with an arrow in the face, and then the mission failed. I mean, so that doesn't. I mean, who's that surprised? But I forget. Odyssey is just so much fun, and it looks so god bless and beautiful on GFN.
That's the thing with
So
Odyssey.
pretty.
It's easy to get off track in this game and just get lost into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then I've got everyone's like, "Why don't you play Valhalla?" I'm like, I was like, I haven't been able to get into it. And then they're like, "But you love to kill and pillage. You do that in Odyssey." I was like, I know, but the graphics, to me, Odyssey looks better than Valhalla. I don't know.
Really?
I
I love Odyssey. I love Odyssey.
I guess I just need to invest some time into it. And then probably what will happen is if I start playing it, that's all. I'll get sucked into that one.
The only thing I feel about Odyssey that I'm hesitant about getting it is because I love
Eddie!
the Valhalla
Eddie, what up?
because of the Norse mythology, going to Asgard and stuff like that. So I don't know how much of Odyssey is like that, because to me most of it looked like basic like Greek.
Maybe that's why I haven't left Odyssey to go to Valhalla, because I'm afraid that once I go to Valhalla,
Is it the missions that you like on it?
I just the open worldness. One, I love open world games. I mean, I've made that clear on almost every stream that I do. Open world games always get my attention first. But it's because I literally can just do whatever I want in that game and go from one mission to the next, to the next, to the next.
Eddie's doing his survey there.
Oh snap! Is this for a new Assassin's Creed? Is there a new one coming out? I'm not aware of that.
Is Eddie talking as the friend or the Ubisoft representative?
All right, guys. Odyssey 2 coming out.
let us know. Yeah.
China
Oh, we got
China would be
all-
a really. I 100% think China or Japan, but I think you should do Chinese, because there's a lot of people that do Japanese as of late. So
Yeah,
Mongol.
there's always.
ooh, that would be cool.
The following around Genghis Khan and
I
all
like
of that.
Can we get it?
You better patent it. You better patent it.
If you do that though, I want the guy from South Park that always was talking about his shitty wall. I want that guy incorporated into the new game.
God, you just ruined the game.
350.
You just ruined the game.
Come on now, that would not, at least let me advertise it.
Not my shitty walk. No.
Come on now.
Oh man.
You know, make it, that would be a highlight for me.
We lost JD. What's going on?
He
no.
quit because he's like,
I
"Why
don't know what's going on. It's just the internet.
don't you guys kick me out?"
Software's all patchy.
They kick
I
you out
hope
the gym.
that's something we've seen around when the melon for a while. I hope it gets resolved eventually. But you got free license for life, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Well,
so
not
we-
free, it's paid. But I
mean,
paid
but-
for the license for life.
You paid like 2 months worth of the license that basically made it free for the. So there's no real complaint. We can't really complain too much about it.
But good to see you, Eddie. And as for myself, I actually been looking at a few games. Still, Halo Infinite is always up there in my list. I love the multiplayer on there. And yesterday, I restarted playing some Assassin's Creed as well, but Valhalla, which I really enjoyed. It's different. I've played both Odyssey for a lot of hours and Valhalla, which I played less hours, but I'm starting to get into. They're two totally different games. You have to like when you play them. If you're playing Odyssey, don't tell yourself Valhalla will be similar. It doesn't even play. The mechanics are totally different. But it's an amazing game. It is beyond gorgeous. And the graphics, like I'm playing on GFN right now with 3080, and it's mind blowing how great the graphics are. All the details and all. And the story and everything, it's how Europe was made. So I find the story really fascinating, and it's the action that's a lot greater. I find like Odyssey is almost more arcadey, like your dodges and all that. Like you can do as many of them as you want, and you're almost invincible with your dodge. While Valhalla, you have a stamina bar that you have to calculate. Okay, I can dodge here, but if I dodge too much, I'll be out of stamina and I won't be able to do my moves. And
Didn't you die because I think I was watching you last night and you said somebody threw somebody at you to kill you?
yeah, there was a
Like,
guy named
it's like-
Goliath.
Yeah.
The guy was humongous. He just grabbed the guy and threw him at me.
I lost it at that point. I was like, oh my god, that was bad. That was like the best part I've ever seen. I wish I had clipped it. John Porter actually had a good one. That would be interesting. It was before the Assassin's Creed Western.
Yeah, that's after.
Could you? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah,
That would be it. Because that could get that if it done right, that could give us because we know Red Dead Redemption 2 is by far the best Western game out there. For single player side, online is good. Graphical
Online.
Online is good. Graphics. They left the graphics is the only thing that I don't say is on par with the campaigns, the single player. But I think Ubisoft could do a fantastic job all around with it. That would be one I would love to see them do.
I agree. I definitely agree.
There's an
Change
option for
from
podcast.
just
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, type if you go to category, just type podcast, and it'll come up. Talk shows, and podcasts.
Yeah, that's it.
Just updated. Thanks. I didn't even know that was an option on Twitch. I'm still a Twitch noob.
we don't normally we stream games on Twitch most of the time. So,
But thanks, Eddie. Yeah, that's what I do mostly. I haven't done a lot of podcasts on there. A lot of just talking and all that.
sorry,
Awesome.
I said to let the boss wanted to look over, make sure things were rolling.
But yeah, I also played some Divinity Original Sins 2, which is pretty fun, pretty difficult. I played the normal difficulty and didn't choose the right class. I'm redoing another character that I've restarted because I selected a battle mage. And the whole party I found, like all the characters I found to this point, do not work well with a battle mage. And I'm not sure I like that class. Not as much my type as I thought it would be. But yeah, been looking at a few games. But Valhalla definitely stealing their show. Great game. Really loving it. And also the Division 2 that I started playing with Link and Elemental Leech. That
Division 2 is such the Division 2 is such a great game. That is such a fantastic game.
Mhm.
Yeah,
agree.
Division 2 is.
I disagree.
You disagree? Oh yeah, you didn't like it because you don't like the story.
Yeah, to me, it didn't grab me.
Oh,
That's
go
all.
ahead. The only thing I don't like, I wish that I could do, is get in the vehicles. I always see the door of the cars there. The vehicle's just lying there. I'm like, yeah, but I want to get in the vehicle.
The beginning of the story is there is no power. There's nothing.
I know, but you know me.
Horses are scarce.
They would, but you know, if they allowed that, I would be the reason that they took that mode away. Because all I do is drive around and kill people.
That would be really cool if they did have some vehicles in there. But
Yeah.
Think if you could open up the doors and then use them as cover in the Division.
I look. If you've watched me play Sleeping Dogs before, literally, I will get in there and there's a button you can push in, and it just opens the door, and I'll drive by people and just open the door, and then you see them go flying. So I would be the reason that would get taken away. That mode feature would get taken out of a game.
Did you play Battlefield 2042 yet?
Not yet. I played the beta, which was
beta too, yeah.
effing terrible, and I hated it.
it's like
It was buggy
When
on
it-
the beta.
When it comes to
$2.99 at certain stores.
when it comes to GFN, then I'll play it.
Apparently, people are getting refunds past the 2-hour mark on Steam for Battlefield now, because apparently that's
Disastrous.
got a lot of issues.
Just play 4 and 5 on GFN, folks. You'll be happy.
Now I'm just saying, like, because
I like
Vet
four,
likes
but-
to, because Vet like to drive around and shoot
Yeah, I guess
and do a
that's
bunch of
fair.
stuff. That's
He
right
can't drive
down
a
your
tank,
alley.
folks. I've seen him drive a tank. He cannot drive a tank.
Yeah, that is true. I forget to get out of vehicles, so once they go up in flames, I forget to get out until you see my body flying by because I got blowed up while inside it. So,
So now we've gone around everyone. We have some big news to drop this week.
we're on Twitch.
Yeah, we changed from the
Now we're
YouTube
now
to
it's gonna
Twitch.
shut off.
Huh?
Shut
Yeah,
Shut up, Ray.
we're gonna lose power again.
It's probably because
Maybe
of Ray and
just
Jeff.
disappears, and we're just like, oh,
What do we do again, guys?
We're on Twitch until we get hit with a ban or something silly.
Yeah,
I don't see that happening. They've done a lot.
As long as Spaceman doesn't
Point at me
pull up,
for it.
Spider-Man again.
I've been streaming a lot on here and I don't bother with the music anymore, and I don't have any issues. But I also looked into it, and they've taken care of a lot of those issues with the music stuff. So that's one of the it's safer on here than it is on YouTube now.
well, they got a license for that now, which YouTube doesn't have yet. But Twitch pays a license so that it's not all the music, but a lot of music is actually covered. So if you're streaming and it's part of the music they paid for, you're totally fine. You don't have to worry about it.
You can also stream it. You can also stream at 1440p on Twitch now.
Yeah,
because they've been
into that.
they've actually I dug more into it. They actually are working with GeForce not GeForce now, but NVIDIA to incorporate 1440p streams at with 120 frames per second at about 8 megabits. Because right now you're locked in at almost every software. It's 60 is the max. Well, NVIDIA's and Twitch are working together so that they're the first that'll be allow you to go to 1440, but at that 120 FPS, which is weird because I feel like I know a service that utilizes that 120 FPS, but I just can't think of it for some reason.
It's big for gamers.
Guffin, is that the name?
Guffin? Guffin. It's Guffin.
Are you trying to say Gryffindor? I mean, are we talking?
It's Guffin and Fortnite.
Guffin.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Jesus.
Big news came out today. Actually, GFN is opening a beta for playing Fortnite on Android and iOS, which is kind of a
Team iOS. I mean, I won't play Fortnite, but
it's a big news.
Team
it's
Pixel.
a very popular game. People have been asking for that in the cloud. People want to play it on mobile, and it's now going to GFN. And it was already on GFN. You could play it on PC, but not on mobile. Now you have it on mobile, and you'll have touch specific controls for that game. So they're basically using the touch controls that were already on the Android app, and they're booting them up in GFN for when you're playing this. So you're getting the same controls scheme that's optimized for Fortnite with your touchpad while playing the GFN version. So the details haven't gone out yet whether it's actually going to be, when you're playing on mobile, the mobile version that is going to load up, or if it's the full PC version that's running with RTX and all that. So we don't have those details yet, but they did release that it will be on GFN. It will be playable on both Android and iOS, and it will be directly from Epic, so it won't have to go through the App Store. So that way, Apple's happy because they don't have to handle the Epic Games stuff, and Epic Games happy because they don't have to share their V-Bucks.
Everybody wins.
And Ray is not happy because his son will now be playing this while he's in school. And
I'm just gonna take the phone away.
And the credit card charge is going to run up.
Drive.
Like, where?
No phone hard drive space. It's in the clouds, folks.
that's the biggest thing.
It's also
That
good
is
for the batteries. Your phone battery, because if you're running that game at high specs, no matter what phone you have, you're going to kill your battery in less than an hour. If you're playing in the cloud, it's a lot lighter. Your phone doesn't become to the point where it want to melt your hands.
You have oven mitts on to be stuck.
Going to melt your hands.
I mean, it's a nice hand warmer when it's cold.
Yeah, that's true.
You mean we won't see news articles that Fortnite blew up my cell phone, my Samsung phone?
Oh man,
It's an excellent news, and I've watched on Twitter when the news
banned
came
from
out.
airports.
The reception for that news. we got a kid playing Fortnite in the plane. We got to
Take him down. Take him down.
Hey, you laugh, but if a phone's on fire, you know what they're gonna think that is. Oh my god! Hey.
No, I didn't intend to put that on.
Yeah.
I know you was gonna slip that in the damn show.
Hey, I told Vet, I said,
Jesus.
Stadia goes, hey guys, PUBG's free to play on Stadia. GFN said, hold my beer. Fortnite on iOS.
Guys, these are their comments, not mine, folks. Just want to say that.
But Paul said, so that's where my hands went.
They're melded into the phone.
Oh man,
Just get yourself some cloud hands. You'll be good.
Like, I retweeted some stuff. Anyway, I won't try to go look for them, but you got major influencers and content creators with millions of subs who shared that. And it's like, it's welcome in the Fortnite community.
Fortnite is a lot of gaming news posted about.
Well, remember, Fortnite's it is a huge game regardless. You've got people on both GFN, on YouTube, Twitch, I believe Facebook Gaming, that still play that game and have.
Fortnite.
I just looked it up. Nibellion has 313,000 followers.
Wow.
Just Nibel or Nibellion.
Yeah, Nibel. Yeah.
Wow.
Who's the one that went to who's the one that left Twitch to go to Mixer? Then when Mixer was killed because of him getting paid, he went back to
Ninja. Ninja and Shroud, and what was Shroud? Ninja and Shroud.
I think so. Yeah, Ninja I know is back on Twitch. He went back to Twitch to play. Guys, PUBG is free.
Oh,
well, yeah. I mean, it.
Just a comparison
of money don't even matter though.
I did check something up about this, just to compare the. I got it here. Open link. So I did a research to see how much those two games are trending. Fortnite versus PUBG.
Mm-hmm.
You can see
Try PUBG
Fortnite.
Mobile.
Yeah, PUBG Mobile is trending, but I'm talking about the full grade PUBG, the PC game.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
But
Okay, yeah.
then again, PUBG
There we
Mobile,
go.
it's still PUBG in the entrance, but PUBG Mobile is very popular in Asia.
PUBG Mobile's, in my opinion, completely different. Look at the
Right.
crossovers and stuff that they do on PUBG Mobile, like Arcane. Just they did a bundle with that.
And
For
Spider-Man
PUBG
is on
Mobile.
PUBG now on mobile. I think I saw.
I don't
PUBG
know.
Mobile
Spider-
has a lot more support from
Is he?
their-
Because
Yeah,
I know
because it's not even the same dev.
Spider-Man's on Fortnite.
yeah,
Which, you
but
know,
he's
you can
on PUBG too.
So it's Venom.
Well,
I had to pay 20
he
bucks.
looks better on. I don't know what he look. I mean, he probably looks better on Fortnite since it's a PC version than a mobile version.
Yeah, Spider-Man swings his way to PUBG Mobile for a limited time starting today.
Yep.
Well,
They really push it hard. It's really
effing
popular.
Copycats.
Mhm. But yeah,
But
it's not even the same team behind the game. It's two different teams that are making both PUBG and PUBG Mobile. And PUBG Mobile is bringing in a lot more money.
Is it NetEase that did the PUBG Mobile?
Possibly. It's one of those very successful mobile game dev teams.
Well, I do want to give another shout out to another game, a separate game, real quick. Eve Online, which is a space-related game. It's free to play on GFN. Has a crossover event from now that is live from now until February 1st, but it's bringing BBC and Doctor Who into it, and it's free to play. I mean, for all those nerdy people that like Doctor Who, I mean, I will probably stream that because I was a fan of Doctor Who.
So you're one of the nerdy people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an elite nerd, so I have higher privileges than most. I don't have action figures. I don't have action figures or nothing.
You get the new Dr. Pepper flavors before they release.
I'm like the Dr. Pepper of nerds. Everyone else is the
I have to change the settings to audio only just to listen to this.
What? Oh, that's because Rodella is listening to this while I believe is working or something like that. How's it going, Rodella? Good to see you, man.
What up?
Well, Rodell, that ain't nobody's fault but your own. That's what you get for being at work when you should be watching a show.
Someone say Doctor Who? Oh yeah, we did.
We did. I tweeted. I already tweeted it out, Paul. So you should be looking at my Twitter.
I even
and
showed
you would
my
have
TARDIS model.
I know. We're all about it. He probably did. He probably stepped away and then came running back to his screen because he heard Doctor Who. What?
I got a TARDIS model here.
Yeah, it's Eve Online times the BBC Doctor Who Exterminate Evil until February 1st, and it's
Evil?
free to play. Evil. It like I said, it's free to play. You know.
Have you played Eve Online before? Just out of curiosity.
Hello,
I have,
and I love it.
It's amazing.
I hate it.
It's
Anything I love, folks, Chaos hates.
it's a great game, but
love
it's
this.
a game that's very complex. Very
I love
long.
PlayStation.
So that's why I was asking that. I don't think you're gonna like this game.
I would. It may not be something I would like, but when there's like events and things like that, I will still play it.
It was.
I don't care if I hate it.
It was cool at first, but I remember playing, and eventually it said, "Okay, time to you have to train your pilot to pilot specific vehicles." This was a while back, so I don't know if they changed it or updated it. But I remember doing the training and clicking, and I looked at the time. Oh wow! Wow! I remember
The
looking at
British
the time.
Broadcasting Channel.
Oh, that's what we're talking. Okay.
They used to call me that too back in the day.
Ew. What the
I told you gonna get banned on Twitch. It's coming, folks.
Oh man, the guys, don't mess up my channel.
And I thought it was bad going on to your sports channel talking about y'all talking about men playing with balls. You know?
Man,
So
playing with balls, BBC.
Paul,
What we
I'm
doing
talking about
here?
men playing with balls.
Paul, I tagged you in the tweet though, so
But
you just read that and it'll take you to the website.
try not to get too distracted. The problem I had with the game specifically was it was telling me it would take a month for my pilot to train to fly a specific type of vehicle, and I was like, I want to fly it now. I don't want to have to wait a whole month.
I love hyperspace, getting chased by the villain ships and then just going into hyperspace. Love the guns on my ships.
Okay,
Let's move on before.
let's move on from that
Jesus
comment.
Christ, Lord have mercy.
I just see that gif of
Oh my God.
that's up.
I spent
Big,
hours.
big bad cows. Big bad cows, Twitch. Big bad cows.
Thank God I didn't use my actual stream name on here. So,
Moving on.
I'm safe.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, my last name is Johnson, so this probably wouldn't be the best conversation.
Damn, son. Okay.
JD,
Oh, man.
like, why did I show up for this show? It's like,
It always
Oh,
gets
man,
out
look,
of hand.
Look, it gets out of hand, man.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Anyway, so yeah, Fortnite going to GeForce now, like I showed earlier. Plus, there's a big event for EVE Online coming with Doctor Who, which is cool. And we're gonna come back to that in a moment. The touch inputs, but there's also some games coming on today.
I actually played this today.
The Anacrusis.
The Anacrusis. Yes, I did.
Mm.
It's
it good?
basically a futuristic Left 4 Dead, folks.
Mm, interesting.
Yeah, it's a futuristic Left 4 Dead, Back for Blood, World War Z.
I did
And
want to
there-
mention Anacrusis is also on Game Pass and is on the cloud as well
Yes.
for that.
Nice.
Nice.
And there's Superland 6 inches under, which I think is some sort of funky game.
It's a platform game.
Looks interesting. There's Galactic Civilization 3, which I haven't claimed yet. I haven't had the time to claim
I
it,
claimed mine.
but it is free on the Epic Games Store today.
I logged in to go claim it, and apparently I already did. I was just like, I sat there for a few minutes. I'm like, when the hell did I claim this? So I was just like, I was wondering if somebody logged in for me and claimed it because I really didn't remember doing it.
I don't know. Maybe was it maybe Prime Gaming?
It could have been. It could have been something I already owned, and
I've done that. Like I claimed something, and then it says you have it already. I'm like, when? But I usually just go clank.
Yeah, I mean, I lose track. I mean, I don't. There are so many ways to get free games to utilize on GFN. It's ridiculous.
Ready or not, I want to see them play this and
This is a
rate.
tactical first-person shooter.
40. Somebody donate me $40 and I'll play it.
I don't want the audio.
It's above my price. It's out of my price range.
Got very positive reviews on Steam.
Yeah, it's really liked by people who tried it. It's like fast action. I'm thinking it's probably like a Rainbow Six Siege type of game on steroids. The graphics look amazing.
Wait a minute, not 9 to 5?
Wait, is that still a thing?
Oh
Does
man,
anybody even play that anymore?
look, I tried to
look
play
at
it.
quality.
It didn't-
I mean, it's in beta. I am gonna go back and play it, but when I played it, it freezes on me all the time.
It's
It's
beta's an understatement. That is like an alpha.
I didn't even lose my time with it, to be fair.
I tried, but it glitched out and I quit like within 30 seconds. I just was like, nope.
I was mad. I got like 3 of the tasks done, and I think working on the last one.
I tried to play it, and I quit and went to Siege, and I hate Siege.
Oh,
For me,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just like the mouse and keyboard, but it felt sluggish.
Yeah,
I guess
I agree.
when playing it.
It needs some This look, I would actually, if I
look
you
at
know,
the
set aside
lighting
some.
on that. Oh my god!
Yeah, it
look
looks
at that.
really good. That's a good one to showcase the 3080.
It
Oh.
looks wonderful. Like, why did the power have to come back?
Oh,
see,
Anthony,
see,
on the ground, Anthony, on the ground.
That's
Wow.
Where's your cowboy hat?
Why is that?
Okay,
why,
that's enough.
Cowboy hat.
I'm gonna get taken down for that now.
why? Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that because we're.
Why you gotta be a cowboy like that?
I'm just saying that looked an awful lot like him without the hat on. So
Oh man.
Moving on.
Ray states it, and then I'm looking and I'm like, damn, that does look like him. He's got a cameo. He really is the king of content.
Moving on.
Yes. Moving on. We got another
man.
game.
Oh. We got so much news.
There was another.
Hmm?
Hold on. The Anacruise, Civilization. Yeah, we covered them all.
Yeah, ready or not.
Yeah,
the 6 feet under that I didn't show, but
Eve wasn't really wasn't announced. I just happened to see Epic announced it, so I brought it up.
I can show
I've been
super
playing-
lens.
If we want to talk more, do we want to mention since we're still on GFN 6 inches under? God, I'm gonna try to keep.
Wow, you guys are on a roll tonight.
Oh man.
That's the Anacruise.
No, the other big thing with GFN with Nvidia was the Shield TV got updated,
Oh,
and not
yeah.
just the Shield.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
every Shield got updated all the way back to 2015.
2015.
Folks, there are Samsung Android phones, new ones that don't even have Android 11 on them. So
That is
support right
Damn
there.
you, Paul, don't make me laugh.
that's a slap in the face. Nvidia's like, look, this is how you get it done, Samsung.
Right. Hey man, shout
So,
out to the Android team working the Video Shield, man. Like, shout
I'm
out
just
to you
saying,
guys.
look, Samsung
Bro.
came out and said, hey, we got Samsung Game Hub, and Nvidia was like, look, we're gonna do something else for you. Boom, we just gave every Shield TV Android 11. This is how it's really done. Who needs your Samsung crap when you can't even get Android updates?
That's the thing. Samsung is covering their Android device for 3 years that is going to get all the security software. Is it the same with the TVs?
I'm gonna
TVs would
probably.
need to be covered for longer.
But to be fair though, Samsung says it's going to cover for like phones 3 years. Do you know how long that when they give you that one update, you're already another generation behind. They're like literally the worst company when it comes to updates.
Well, hold on. No, the new Samsung is like good now.
Yeah,
No,
but
so
they guarantee
Samsung.
that your device will be covered for 3 years for software updates. But
If you turn your go ahead.
It's just if you're talking about a phone, like, okay, you got a battery and all that, you can recycle it. And phones are expensive, but you got plans so you can pay them. But when you're talking about a smart TV, where I see a problem with that is that if you're integrating every single softwares in your TV for Android TV, you need to cover it for much longer than that, because we're not talking about a small device that you can just recycle and there's a small screen, a battery, and you're done. We're talking about a big freaking screen that can go like 80, 90 inches. So you got a chassis, you got the screen. That's a lot of the environment hazards. So if your TV is only good for 3-4 years, then your software isn't up to date anymore, isn't getting all of the latest stuff, and your TV starts to be sluggish, and you're getting all kind of issues with your TV, and you need to change it. That can become an issue. Not only consumer-wise that you're spending a lot of money for those electronic devices, but those have to end up somewhere. You have to recycle
And
them.
it's not, and even yes, it's Android TV. I was going to say real quick, it's not like you can we know the modding community comes out with ROMs and things like that for Android phones. That's been there since the beginning of Android. It's not like you can just do that with your Android TV and to get it up to date. That there's a lot of work goes. So I think this is a big win for NVIDIA getting all of their devices up to date. And so for that,
maybe they should just do light patches for older models. I think that's what is going on. By the way, nice seeing you, Cloud Gaming Club.
I agree as well. I think you're gonna have some kind of like short little updates, but I don't think it's gonna have the full support, because why would a company do that? They want you to buy a new one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why they do it. Is similar to how Apple they found out that they were kind of throttling the older iPhones.
Let's watch it. We don't.
Apple.
Apple. I don't know anything. I don't know these guys. Please don't come after me. I love you guys.
I mean, every company's in it to make money. First and foremost.
The way Apple was doing it is that you had multiple channels on the battery, and as part of the battery died, it removed the channel from the phone and basically indicated, okay, you can run slower now. You can run slower for this. It would throttle down the speed just by deactivating parts of the battery.
Right.
I mean, that's what happens to me all the time. So I throttle myself down just to slow down.
TMI.
Too much.
We don't want to hear about you throttling yourself.
Hands on your or whatever.
Off of Apple. We love Apple. We all, I mean, except for JD, but he doesn't count.
I'm an Android guy. I got a Samsung.
I got a Samsung.
Apple, he was also Team PlayStation, and now look what he's sporting.
Samsung TVs all through the house.
Apple, just saying, DrSpaceman was all PlayStation. Now he's got an Xbox.
So we just replaced a 2013 TV. So
does the Chromecast with Google TV have Android 11, or is that still like a 9 or 10?
No,
I don't know.
Not Google TV, it's not Android.
Yeah.
It's its own software. It's a firmware.
Oh,
that's the thing.
Sad.
Why I'm leading to this, that it is indeed normally lighter builds on TVs because it's Android TVs. But why I'm leading to this is more and more we're leaning towards, like, you're seeing all those TVs with Stadia built in and GFN that's built in, and all the, like, we're going to see Xbox and PlayStation software come standard with TVs now. So the OS in TVs is taking more and more room. Now, if it's going to become a problem in the future, that the reason you change your TV is not because your panel isn't good enough anymore, that you get dead pixels or like it's having issues, but actually your software is getting too slow, that might be a problem in the future. I hope we don't see. So by keeping devices like the NVIDIA Shield around, actually alleviate that, because if you change your Shield, it's a $250 bucks, but after 4 or 5 years, if it's too slow, and it's still getting updated after 5 years, 6 years.
The 2015, the oldest was from 2015, so that's like 7 years. Like 7 years, and it just got upgraded to Android 11. I mean, and not just a full upgrade, they added features to it, which is crazy.
But depending on the performance of that one, if you got a box like that you can change like every 8 years,
just get a new TV.
Just get a new TV. Get a new TV.
If your TV is still good, my mom still has a TV like the Pioneer Khaos. I don't know if you know what those TVs are. TV fanatics.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
I remember going into oh my god, what's this?
I have a floor TV. Does that count? Is it? It's not very smart.
We have like Circuit City out here. I used to see those.
Oh God, what's the circuit? What's the Circuit City? I never heard. Just kidding.
The thing is, I bought that TV with her. Pioneer Kuro. It was going out of line. They stopped making them in 2009. 2009 they shut down the manufacturer. No, it's after that. stopped producing plasma TVs. Okay, yeah. 2009 Pioneer stopped making them, then Panasonic carried it on. But that TV was purchased in 2009. It's a 1080p, but it's still one of the best looking TVs out there. Like the image quality is insane. So that it was a specific line they were doing back then that it was like high tech, like super really good looking. So we're talking about TV from 2009 that my mom is still using, and when I go there, like I got a fancy like LCD TV with a local dimming, and I still go to her place to look at her TV, and it's like this is impressive quality. I would still game on this. That's how good it looks.
They pushed those TVs to the limit when they came out in 2009.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, if you can buy a good TV for a few $1,000 and not change it every 10 years, like last those TVs like for 15 years, but just change the box that's attached to it so that you can get all your softwares. That's much better for the environment, better for your wallet, better for everything. So of course, if it's going to be fine, it's just going to be light software. It's fine, but it is a question that I think it needs to be tackled. Like, don't go all internal software on the TVs. It might still be good to keep some boxes out of the TV. So,
yeah. I mean, the update for the Shield Experience 9 or whatever they call it, that it was a massive update. I mean, not like size wise, because when I downloaded it said it was like 600 or 700 meg, which is relatively small for a update, but the features that they added were fantastic. I still have not tested out the 4K HDR for the 3080 tier stuff, but they added HDR10 and Dolby whatever the Dolby sound to like Google Play Movies and all of these other TV apps and things. They added a Bluetooth feature for Bluetooth headphones, the aptX feature, and then all of the control. If you use a PlayStation controller, Xbox controller, or the Shield controller, the button will now work to open up the Stadia. Yeah, Dolby Vision. There we go. We'll open up the Stadia menu or whatever it is. So they went all out with this update, and then they updated the remote control, just the regular remote, not the Shield controller, but the remote. Yeah, the little triangle shaped one. That got an update as well. I have no idea what exactly that did.
I think it's for voice recognition because there's a voice recognition software in a remote control, so that's probably what got updated.
The only thing that I was disappointed was that they didn't do. There wasn't anything with regards to Twitch being updated for direct streaming. It's still capped at 720 at 30 frames per second, which is why I don't stream with on the Shield TV Pro. I can't do that. But because I read about Twitch and NVIDIA working to get 1440, 120 FPS, I have hopes that maybe we will see that get implemented on the Shield at some point down the road.
Right.
Yeah, because depending on what you're running, actually, if you're doing cloud, it should be, depending on whether you're running, it'll be enabled or disabled. If you're doing cloud gaming, the Shield has plenty of power to push 1440 stream. It's a NVIDIA Tegra inside of it. It's the same processor. Like if you go with the NVIDIA Shield Pro that's in the stores right now, it's the same processor as you will find in the Nintendo Switch. It's the same chip.
The Shield TV Pro is a thing of beauty.
So if you're just using that for cloud gaming and you're pushing a stream, it should be able to cover it plenty. So hopefully they do the update for that.
Oh, I was saying, because if you think about it, they're talking 1440p, 120 FPS, 8 megabits streaming, and I'm just like, GFN just got that with the the 120 FPS with the 3080 tier. The timing is uncanny. So I'm hoping that we will see. Yeah, it worked out well that they're starting to implement that on Twitch. I'm just like, I don't mind that. I like that feature now. I might start sitting my butt on the couch instead of in the room to stream then. Because you can still use your webcam on the Shield TV.
This is a feature I use on the Xbox, and I really love it, by the way. Direct streaming with the webcam. On the Xbox, it works fantastic. Still haven't tried it with the Shield because it's capped at 720p. I want at least 1080p for my streams. So, but yeah,
JD,
very interesting.
JD looks sad because you said Xbox direct stream. He's like, Doc, I thought you were on my side.
That little box, man, something that 120
You know
frames
what?
per second is awesome.
I bought
But
the
you
Xbox
gotta-
because xCloud doesn't work here, as PlayStation works flawless here. PlayStation Cloud.
How's that Series S working for you?
I love it. I love it.
But hey, just think about it though. Once he gets an update on the Series S on the Edge browser, then he can access all his cloud gaming content from it. He's got that turns itself into the ultimate cloud gaming machine.
I've heard that Luna doesn't work on it.
Yeah, Amazon is still blocking what devices can play Luna. So it's
Well, they're
still
beta,
extremely
so
limited.
they can do whatever they obviously do whatever they want because they're beta.
God,
You know, when you got the word beta, you got to stretch to show off that PlayStation shirt.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta flex real quick.
Hey, you're gonna be seeing a lot of PS4s in the store, man.
I think we're gonna. I would say, but give us a couple of months by the springtime, by April, we're probably gonna see a lot more plays. All of a sudden, we're gonna see people that were pro Xbox or something else. Just all of a sudden, there's just gonna be PlayStation fans everywhere. Rodella's gonna jump on board PlayStation.
Yeah.
Play Pass, PlayStation Pass is coming, folks. Play Pass.
Yep,
That
it is.
sounds.
PlayStation
Sony, please,
4.5.
Sony, for the love of all things holy, please don't label it Play Pass. There's going to be, unless you want it for advertising, because the memes are already in the works because of that.
Play Pass plus the PlayStation Now plus.
Sony's officially pulling all the retail cards from the UK's.
Damn, I
For,
just ordered like
PlayStation
500
Now.
of them.
I think they already started pulling them on the US side as well.
Yeah,
I know, but I ordered them all from the UK. Now I got
PlayStation Plus now.
But yeah, it's word's been going around. Apparently, a bunch of countries got the same order for the stores to pull all the PlayStation Now cards. So this is a very interesting news because we know there is a leak about Spartacus being the new PlayStation cloud gaming platform coming. It's not just a cloud platform. It's their subscription service that's going to go against Game Pass. It's gonna the rumors are saying 3 tiers. So the base tiers will be PlayStation Plus. Then you'll have a second tier that includes PlayStation 4 and 5 catalog of games. Then the top tier will include game streaming with everything else in the first 2 tiers, but with game streaming and a catalog of games from PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. So basically, PlayStation Legacy.
And to go along with that, there was also the leak, that supposed leak that someone said was talking about with the backwards compatibility on PlayStation 5 now, that you're able to play basically everything.
Yeah,
PlayStation Plus Platinum.
That's only for Sony fans that want that. They want that platinum trophy.
Should I open the door for my wife? Hold on, guys. I gotta go.
No, don't.
You're stuck here, Ray.
You're stuck.
Dead man. No, I think they should just call it PlayStation X Cloud Gaming.
PlayStation Live
now.
PS Plus VIP Pass.
I mean, we'll find out when Sony announces it. Is when we're going to find out, because like you read all of these alleged rumors, and then they say, "Well, take it for a grain of salt because Sony hasn't said anything yet." We've reached out to Sony, IGN. We've reached out to Sony. Everybody's going to reach out to Sony. Sony doesn't tell you anything until they release it themselves. If you work for Sony, in your contract it says if you leak information out, we will shoot you on sight. Well, maybe not like that, but you will be terminated.
PlayStation Live and PlayStation Gold.
Ooh. I mean, if you're going after PlayStation, Is it going to be? Are they going to at least give me a
man.
choice of color? Can I choose green? Then I don't want. I mean,
What about PlayStream Pass?
that just
No,
sounds.
that's weird.
PlayStation
Sounds like
PlayStation.
PlayStation Pass sounds like a different kind of streaming.
PlayStation X Station.
PlayStation Series games. Oh no.
I'm just saying when this launches, you're gonna Twitter, which we all we're all familiar
Hey,
with.
bro, what's up?
I think Twitter is going to. You're gonna see tons.
There you go.
You're gonna see tons of people all of a sudden all about PlayStation. The ones that were knocking PlayStation Now and all of this PlayStation Cloud Gaming saying it was never going to do anything, you're going to see them all start coming out of the woodworks, and they'll be Team PlayStation or Team Sony. And then we'll come back and be like, we've been saying this for months. Hell, our show was based upon.
We
We
started about a
literally
year ago.
created this. We created the show almost a year ago on the basis we already knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then we had Ray, who knocked it every time we would, with our.
What?
He's just,
What?
no, I'm
What
just
is it
kidding.
not?
I'm just kidding, Ray. It wasn't Ray. There were other people out in the gaming universe.
I was PlayStation.
I remember a year ago starting this, talking about starting this podcast, talking about PlayStation Cloud Gaming and being shut down by a bunch of people who were like, nah, PlayStation's not interested in the cloud and their performance are horrible. Seriously, PlayStation now has some of the best performance out there streaming wise. Like the platform, the console behind it, it's not top graphics. But the performance of the system, the cloud platform has top-notch performance as for me, personally my experience over here.
It's pretty good. I actually subscribed to one just so that I could play Horizon Zero Dawn on my PC rather than playing
It is. That's literally the best thing about it is a lot of people want like Xbox cloud gaming to work for them. But in reality, they still have issues with latency issues. PlayStation has not had those issues. That's one thing I hear a lot is when you talk to people and they're like, well, what cloud service do you use? GFN or Stadia and the other one is PlayStation. Some of them will say, well, I try Xbox, but it never works, or I have issues. It's hit or miss. I've never heard anybody say, well, it's hit or miss with Sony. Sony doesn't have a catalog of games that I like. I'm like, dude, they got 800 plus games.
I think the problem sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying I was playing Game Pass on playing Halo on my phone, and I was getting like the issues where it's like buffering with the bar, the whole thing. And then I'm playing remote play on my phone, and I'm not getting any latency or any type of buffering going on. So Sony's definitely did something in the background, did some magic, and the tech is getting better.
I'm sorry, but xCloud, look, they did something with their blades because, like I said, people think I'm crazy, but it works great for me on my when I go for now. I have my Xbox Series S. Boom, I go to the cloud, plays perfect. On my computer, which I play 90% of the time in my browser, perfect. On my phone, perfect. But Xbox.
But you're in California.
Xbox
I'm
is
in California.
Washington State.
That's
in Washington State.
Ray's got Silicon Valley to help him out.
Washington State is
crazy.
adjacent to California.
So
Ray's got different experiences, and I guess that's on your internet and where you're at because. Yeah.
But people when I go on shows and I say xCloud plays great, people look at me like I'm crazy or if I'm lying. And I'm like, I'm not lying. I mean, you could look at my streams.
I do think
It
that
happened.
Sorry, what was it? DrSpaceman, you wanted to say something?
Well, I just wanted to say I'm in Nova Scotia. It's totally horrible. You guys seen what it looks like. But I went in Quebec. I played at my mom's place where she gets 12 megabytes per second with 3 megabytes upload. And it actually played okay. It was glitchy, but it played okay.
So it was playable then.
It was playable. Very playable.
I've had mixed experience at the same location. So about, I would say 7, 8 months ago, before the Series X blades got implemented, it ran terribly. I remember playing Outriders on cloud, and it looked like a 360p image. It was really bad. You know, the bar would appear every now
I
and
was at
then,
baseball game.
and then,
That-
and then
thing was crap, and then all of a sudden when the X blades were put in, it was night and day difference. I swear. I said this, if I had turned off all my overlays and stuff and I was just playing it, and I showed a friend of mine who has a PlayStation, he has a PS5, and he watched me play it at a hotel, playing it, and could not tell the difference.
Yeah,
that's how good it ran.
I showed. Okay, so I actually, over the Christmas holidays, I went over to my family's place, and one of my cousins, he was like, "Yeah, I heard some good stuff about Halo," and I said, "Hey, 1 second, I got an Xbox controller in the car." And I grabbed my Xbox controller, loaded it up on my phone, and said, "Here, try it out." And I was like, "If you like it, download it." I knew he had a Xbox One, and so showing him that, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can do this." And I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Well, I'll just download it on my console." It's not there yet. People aren't rushing to jump to cloud just yet, and I think with PlayStation's revamp, I think this will really push it to more people, and more people will accept it.
Agree.
I remember when PS Now first came out, and I remember seeing the price tag on it. I think initially, like, the beta prices was $24.99 a month. It was crazy prices.
No, was it for like a day? Like $24 for it?
I thought it was $24.99 for like a month or something like that.
I think it was
like,
$9.99 for a week and $24.99 for a month.
PS Now was, in the beginning, for me, it was horrible. It plays awesome.
I had heard like mixed experiences from it, and the thing is, that's the downside to being the first one into this, is because you're gonna struggle.
How much did they buy Gaikai for? Like $4 billion back there? Then?
Yeah, it was a lot of money back then.
Like 3.9 billion, something like that.
One thing I will say, I have faith that Xbox is going to do better with their streaming tech. Just give it some time, because Microsoft wants to be in this space. The show, this is really showcasing it. The fact that some people are getting queues when going into xCloud now, because it seems like there are more people using xCloud than previously.
I would love to see the numbers, like how many people are starting to utilize it. I wish they would at least tell. But you're right, with adding the fact that you're getting queued now to wait to get into a game is a telltale sign that it's working. And people are using it.
It doesn't work for me, but it definitely works for a lot of people out there. And I know it's totally geographical problem.
I'm curious. Is it more? I'm curious though. Is it more? How many are using, like, on your computer versus on the console?
No, it's legit where I am.
No. I know, I get that. I was just saying in general. I'm curious how many are accessing it via the console versus just sitting at your computer.
During the day, my son plays. He's on the Xbox all day.
It's not yours, Ray.
And then at night, so at nighttime, I get to play it on the PC. In the browser, I play it most of the time, so I'm kind of like half and half. But he's been asking me, "Dad, can I download this game?" Hell no, play it in the cloud. Dad, can I get this game? No, play it on the cloud. That's what I got the Game Pass for. Play it on the cloud, and he plays on the cloud. He's like, "Oh wow, Dad, this is so cool." Yeah, I don't want you down. Only I can download games.
But I will say, like, us starting this show, off the basis that PlayStation is going to be doing a lot of stuff in the cloud tech. And even we've been saying it this past year or last year, like, this year is going to be, you're going to see one company's going to be here, another company's going to be there, and it's all competitive and it's all good. It's going to make everybody say, "Oh, okay, cloud gaming is really the thing." I mean, look at GeForce Now and what they're doing and how they're going about it and how well that plays.
GFN set the bar. I didn't think they were going to set the bar that high. People don't see.
Right.
They
like
leaped
it.
in front of everyone.
Yeah,
Right.
they got 3 million users in a little over 3 months.
Yeah,
Right.
they jumped
Yeah.
from
Pretty
12
great.
million, which
Yeah.
was already impressive, to
Right.
15
Up to
million.
15 million. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
they
I
jumped
three
think
big.
months.
when I would say I think when Sony gets into launches their new service, and that is when you're going to start seeing cloud gaming is really going to take off, because then you've got the final. That's like the final piece. We know, everybody knows Microsoft is in it right now. Amazon's in it. Google's in it. Nvidia's in it. But when Sony, and no one cares about Nintendo because they don't, Nintendo's.
And then Nintendo will get there on their own terms.
When Nintendo wants cloud gaming, they will bring it, and Nintendo fans will complain, and they will still use it because that's a Nintendo trait. I'm just saying, when Sony's the last of the big ones that is getting ready to launch, and when they do, that's the final piece that I think is going to really push cloud gaming on the map.
It is.
I mean, it is right now.
It is something we have talked about in the past, that we were in a race when Stadia walked in, launched their platform, really opened the motion of, okay, cloud gaming is happening. This is a platform that you can 100% use in the cloud. They started a conversation, and it was a race. And it was at that moment that Amazon joined the race, and we've seen like there's Shadow that was pushing for more gaming. Basically, they were trying to get their footing into place before the big Goliath of this world, before Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, the big powerhouses decide, okay, we're into cloud gaming as well. We're delivering our product. Because the moment that happens, it's game over to anyone who's not ready. They need, because it's going to crush the competition. You had that much time to build a tower, to build a fan base, build users that like your system. And the moment, like, xCloud is still pushing right now, it's still in beta, it still needs some work, but they're working on it while allowing people to use it. PlayStation has been doing it more in secret, not promoting it a lot, but have been pushing the heck out of that tech, and we know it works really well. All PlayStation now needs is to push it to mobile devices, to put a good subscription plan behind it, to make everything so that it's interesting for the consumers, and they're going to try it and see it works, and it's going to be massive in the market. So you got Xbox and PlayStation right now rolling out, which in 2022 is probably going to be the year where they fully unveil their cloud platform at full strength, or at least the first entrance of their first strength. And it's going to do a crushing blow to the competition in the world of cloud gaming. Now, who will stand afterward? GeForce now is standing with 15 million accounts right now. It's got a decent fan base. It's got the advantage that if you're buying your games, you can use it on PC, so you don't even need to worry about if it goes down, because if it happens, you just buy a laptop and you can still play all your games, maybe not at the same fidelity than you can on GeForce now, but you still have those games. And you got other platforms that, I'm sorry, a lot of platforms are going to get crushed by this. Google has put themselves in a position where they have an interesting product. Even if Stadia was to fail, they got the whitelisting, which is a very interesting proposition for businesses like AT&T. They demoed a game, and
I could see
the Batman
Apple
game looked really good.
I could see Apple jumping on board with that white label tech.
Well,
they're another player that Apple is similar. They have Apple Arcade. We all know, for those that are in the Apple ecosystem, there is Apple Arcade. I've streamed it. I played NBA 2K22 because that's one of the places you can play that game still. But I played that and it ran beautifully. It runs great, even on a MacBook. I was shocked how well it ran and looked. But they are similar to like Nintendo, where they don't really go outside their own circle when it comes to the gaming side of things. Nintendo, yes, they've got some cloud gaming, but it's not on par with anything else. But they don't need it right now. Does Apple really need to dive into it? No. They take forever anyways when it comes to anything they do. Nintendo is set right now. They don't need to work. I think they're watching, and maybe they're working on it in the back end, but they're not going to implement any cloud gaming feature unless they really need to or they see how to.
I think the killer thing for both Sony and Microsoft for their xCloud and for PlayStation Now is really, and I've been said this, is implementing remote play and PlayStation Now as one thing, and Xbox has remote play, and implement that with Game Pass, because with all the games available, GeForce Now, see, you're just increasing the library of games when you say, okay, I can just log into one app. I don't need two separate apps. I don't need remote play and PlayStation Now. I don't need this and remote play. I just have this one app, and all the games that I own, I can stream it. And then all the games that's rotating in and out of the service, I can stream it. And that just boosts their library considerably. So when somebody's looking at the video or Microsoft or whoever, they can see that, man, I already got games, a lot of Microsoft games, I got a lot of Xbox games, got a lot of PlayStation games. That may sway their opinion one way or the other. I think that's
and I'll go on to tie in with that. That may be why we haven't seen Sony release a Mac OS app for PlayStation Now, because they may have known they were going to eventually do that. They were gearing towards this. If they combine it all into a new app where it's tied in with the remote play and it does everything, you already have PlayStation Remote Play on PC and on Mac. Now you just you push out an update for the Mac side, and now they've got access to PlayStation Now, or the cloud gaming, or whatever it's going to be called. So that kind of simplifies it, that's huge.
I think this is all stuff that will probably be in the future when things come out.
Yeah.
I say in the next couple of years, it's going to be very interesting for the push for cloud gaming. You're going to see new competitors, and the competition is going to heat up drastically.
Microsoft will just buy them all out.
No.
Microsoft or Tencent will buy them out.
The thing is to me, the PlayStation joining in with to try and truly compete in the cloud section is similar to Disney Plus jumping into the video streaming service. You've got this major competitor with really good first party IP titles coming into the space, and I think that's why you're seeing Xbox ramp it up with, you got the Hitman games just got announced for Game Pass.
Yep.
You have the new what's called Rainbow Six Extraction coming to Game Pass. I think this year is going to be huge for Game Pass because they need to compete, and I think all their big hitters are coming late this year, next year for Xbox.
I think 2022 is going to be the year of cloud gaming in general. Just that, I think that's where we're going to really see it blossom.
Bro,
why else?
Go ahead, Doc.
I was just gonna say, why else do you think that Xbox were so fast at putting xCloud out there, even though it wasn't ready? At the beginning, it was having a lot of issues, but they were putting it out there to get a head start, to try to build a fan base, to put their name out there before PlayStation comes in with a steamroller.
Guess what?
Netflix
and Google, no knock against Google. They set cloud gaming in motion by jumping the gun and being the first out there. Because if Google hadn't done anything, I don't think Microsoft would have announced anything as quickly as they did.
None of this would have been in motion as fast as it would without Stadia doing what they did.
But the thing about it also is you got to give it up day and date games.
Yeah,
look. You know how much money I have saved? Back in the day, I would spend $60, $70 every time a new game would come out. Do you know how much money I have saved?
Now, think about when
how much money was invested in making that possible by Xbox. The reason they did it because they were losing ground to PlayStation big time.
Yeah, because
now they're catching up.
Right, because when you don't have the games ready right now, we know they brought a suite of studios, but we know the games aren't ready to launch right now. So what else? What card can you play? Well, let's put the games that we do have. Let's do day and date.
Look, they brought a Sony. They put you were able to play baseball, not RBI garbage.
That was
ball.
an MLB deal. It wasn't with Sony.
It doesn't. But the principle was that it was day and date. It was still available. I didn't have to spend $60 to buy the disc and play it. I could just play it in the cloud. That's where I'm going with that. Right. You were able to the benefit of this day and date stuff, and I think we will see that with Sony.
I think what's going to happen.
How cool it will be.
Just want to read that from John. He just noticed this morning that after February 1st, Stadia will have no pre-order games in that section. Just more sign pointing into a different direction from Google.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That I did not know because when they started the pre-order thing, it's like
that was a big deal.
A bit more than a year ago.
Is it February 1st date?
Unless they had that.
Do you remember what happened last year?
Wait. That's no.
We're not allowed to speak of that.
No. Was that on February 1st?
I think it's around that. Yeah.
No, folks, we don't know anything about this. I'm out.
He shut down.
I just use a cuss word. I do want to also add that if Spartacus, think about this, folks. Spartacus also is going to have PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PSP and games.
God, I won't have to use emulators for that. What if the one thing that they haven't told us is that they have PlayStation 5 games on there? What if we're able to play the new Twisted Metal game on the new service in the cloud? I mean, I would play the living shit out of that game.
I think what's going to double back to what Maker said. To double back to what Maker said is like Disney Plus right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Sony charges
love you Disney
a fee to play a day and date PS5 game.
Yep.
I would not expect nothing less.
You know what? If it's not $60 or $70, I don't give a crap. I'll pay it.
Make it so that those subscribers can purchase it for $40 instead of the full 60 or full 70. And I 100% guarantee people are just going to eat that up. They're gonna buy into it. But
that's stupid. If I'm only saving 30, I mean, I would do it because I can't. The PS5s don't exist in the United States anymore, so I would actually do that.
I got mine.
I would do it. I'm already planning to get Horizon Forbidden West when it comes out, day and date. So if there's an option for me to save money through a subscription, I'm gonna take it. I mean, look at Game Pass.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. They would be smart. They would probably do something. I would put it past Sony to be like, all right, this new whole thing is like, I don't know, $30 something. I don't know. And then
I don't know if it would
PS5
I think it would,
for like the extra or whatever. This day.
I could see it.
We're gonna see.
Dude, that'll be crazy if they do because they're gonna make they're gonna make so much money off of that. It's just gonna be unreal.
And that'll push people to cloud. And I've got people to cloud.
He murdered and killed for Spartacus. He murdered and killed the competition.
Oh, look at the cute little animal. What the hell is that?
I've got a video playing right now. I legit came onto that while doing a Google search. I was curious to know because as far as we know, PlayStation Now is hosted on Azure. That's the latest information we have. But we haven't had any updates on that. And I was like, is there any indication? Because there is definitely an upgrade that happened for PlayStation Now. And we know that generally for a lot of people, PlayStation Now runs a lot better than xCloud, which is also hosted on Azure. So did they switch during that period to a different cloud platform provider? And I typed PlayStation AWS, and that's the first video that came out. That's a video from 2021, February.
Old news.
That keynote that a bunch of project managers and devs from PlayStation Worldwide Studios did for AWS, because in 2020, they had a problem that they were all working from home and they needed to render some videos for some presentation and to work on games, but they didn't have the muscle power, the big computers that they normally have at work. They didn't have that at home, so they needed to find another solution fast. And they ended up turning to AWS, Amazon Web Service, and checking with them if they had a solution available. And yes, they had, because Amazon is right now the biggest cloud infrastructure in the world. That's them. That's their product, and they're using NVIDIA hardware in their servers. So you eventually had to see at a point like they showed like the hardware. It's the Tesla 100, exactly the same thing as if you go in GFN and you do like your benchmarks. It's the same hardware that AWS uses as what you have in GFN, but they pair up like 8 of them to do an instance where you're working on a graphic project, and they explain how using AWS gave them amount of power that they never worked with before, because having that on work location is almost impossible. So they discovered that they had way more power by collaborating with AWS than what they had before while working at home. So there's a connection that happened with AWS and PlayStation Worldwide Studios in 2020 that's far enough that PlayStation Worldwide Studio went and did a keynote video for Amazon for their AWS platform to present the tools and how much it helped them. So is it possible that they talked with AWS and maybe they changed their platform? They're no longer using Azure. I might be next to the track, but who knows what PlayStation's using right now? How can you find that out?
I think it depends, because I feel like Azure, you're going to have specific, standards that they will work out through their contract. It's similar to how like my job works, where there's contracts with the government about specific hardware, and there's requests from technicians and people utilizing it, and it's sent up the chain. It has to be approved. Once it's approved, they'll push it on out so that they can use it. So it could very, very well be that the servers hosting xCloud might be different than the PlayStations. PlayStations might have paid a premium for it, but it might be, better.
I want to say one thing. That with Dino's comment where he agreed with Maker on the premium thing. If you look at Disney Plus, and even Amazon Prime does this, they have a section when you look at certain movies that are that go exclusive. You pay like $30 to watch a movie instead of going to the theater now.
Exactly.
I could very easily see Sony on the top, only for like, let's say the top tier. Pay $30 and you can get this game day and date, like immediately. Or you can wait for however long it would take before that game would show up. But I could see them doing that because Disney Plus does that, and people still buy movies to watch at home. And they pay that. You're already paying a monthly subscription fee for Disney Plus, and then you're going to spend $25 or $30, whatever it is, to watch that movie. Just like on Amazon Prime, you pay your Prime membership, but if you want to watch a certain cinema theater movie, you're spending $30 to be able to watch that one time. It's not like you're renting. Once you pay that $30, you can watch it for 2 days or whatever the hell it is. You pay $30, and if you miss parts
on your account,
you're paying $30 again to watch it again. So you better sit there and watch something. So
with Disney Plus, when you pay that $30, you own the movie. By the way.
Oh, nice. Well, that's even better.
It's unlocked forever.
Yeah, I think they should go with the unlock forever if they do go that route.
Shout out to Disney. I love you guys.
Think about it because PlayStation wants that constant revenue of a subscription cost that assures them that they're going to consistently get money from you time after time. So by allowing these like discounts on, let's say, PlayStation games, they will easily get that money from you. You're going to keep staying subscribed. Might as well.
They're gonna make a killing off of that anyways.
Games.
People will do. People will be spending extra money to get PS5 games day and date.
If you buy a brand new game from PlayStation for $35 instead of the, what is it, 70, $80 now?
$70? Yeah. I mean,
I don't know the US price. Over here it's like almost $100 in Canada. But if
Yeah.
you pay like 50% off, but you have to still be on PlayStation Plus to be able to play it, it's a massive discount.
Mhm.
People are gonna buy into that, and PlayStation's gonna
oh my
ensure
God,
itself
hell yeah.
a heck of the revenue.
Right. And they're going to
That's-
promote
that's-
people into cloud gaming. People that were
That's just-
standoffish of cloud
Yeah.
gaming, they're going to be like, I'll pay
That's-
just to get a
that's
discount.
And you know that if it's $30, if it's $35, that's just additional money they're getting because you're already paying a monthly subscription fee for that tier or an annual subscription fee, whatever they're going to do. You're already paying that every month, and then you know every game they're like, damn, I want Horizon Zero Dawn 2 or whatever the hell it comes out. I want that new game. I want that new Twisted Metal. I want Madden. $30, and just think how quickly that revenue is going to add up for Sony.
If you put a PlayStation normal for $10 a month, the PlayStation catalog with PS4 and PS5 games at 15, and add on the PS1, 2, 3 collection with the streaming for $20 a month, and you do those bundles that if you buy the games day and date, and you get 50% off, only if you keep your subscription. So PS with a 10 or 15, you can only play on a console, and with 20, you can play in the cloud. PlayStation's looking at a lot of money going in.
I do it. I do that. I do it. I do it.
And just think of how many people that want these games and they're like, shit, I don't have the storage space for that now. Now you don't have to worry about it because you're going to be able to play it in the cloud. So the storage issue for like games like Call of Duty or Fortnite, anything that you would have to download that takes 150, 200 gig update, you don't have to worry about any of that no more. Like the benefits are phenomenal. We could just sit here all night and talk about the benefits of what this could be and what it more than likely will be.
What was that, Maker?
It's up to PlayStation to actually do that, though. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that's the route that they take.
Building PS4s right now, so
I don't think it's going to come out right out the gate.
They're prepping it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that's going to come out right out the gate. I think they're just going to roll out this new subscription service, see how it handles, see that, and then once they can get a good measurement of like how the network is working, they'll probably start introducing.
Look,
PS5
the only
at a
thing I
later
will say
date.
to the beta, please.
Yeah. I don't think the PS5s are going to roll out anytime soon, just because
it's going to be a
how
full
successful they are.
if they're doing new PS4s, please, for the love of God, put a Wi-Fi 6 chip in there. Don't use some outdated garbage technology. We want Wi-Fi 6 or create some new one, Wi-Fi 7, and then force me to have to go buy a new router.
Personally, I think that they can deal with just running off PlayStation 4s for the time being, just because God of War, Horizon are both being developed for PlayStation 4 as well as the PS5.
Right.
So I think Xbox was the one that was smart with creating a Series S option where it's less powerful but still having a decent CPU.
PS5 Lite would be a good idea.
I agree as well.
Fanboy.
A PS5 Lite would be a really good idea, just because they'd be able to produce more of it, because GPUs are the biggest ones affected by the chip shortage, and by having a weaker GPU, you're able to produce more of said.
I want a PS5. I want a PS5 Mini.
I think one of the reasons, and we didn't talk about it yet, is PlayStation VR 2. I think because there was planning for that, they didn't want to be a GPU difference for.
Well, the tech that they put into the VR2 also. I mean, that thing is fucking.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's where all their money.
I think it's going to be $500 to $600 for that thing when it comes out.
The only thing that is going to, I will say, the PSVR2. The only thing that will outdo that tech wise is going to be Apple's headset. Because I already looked at the specs and what that thing is. That's using. Look, I'm just saying. Apple already said that the headset, the tech that's being put in, the chips that are being in that are on par with the Apple M1 Pro Max. their most expensive chip. So that's going to be, but also, I mean, I don't know who the hell's going to be out there shelling out $5,000 for a PlayStation or for an Apple VR headset. They also said though that they don't. Apple already said also, and I know, since we were talking VR, Apple did say we're not gearing our VR AR headset for the metaverse or whatever the hell you want to call that garbage. They're gearing it for gaming.
See, you're gonna get us shut down, man.
No, I'm pro Apple. I'm pro Apple.
Oh, man.
We're not on.
Console gaming will never die, even with cloud gaming, only because it's easier to manage instead of PCs for those who aren't able to be computer literate in comparison to PC gamers who know more about their system. Consoles are easier to manage and update.
Well, to go along with that though, PC gaming will never die either.
Yeah,
no pillar of gaming is going to actually die. I think
agree.
there's just going to be.
Where's the 3DO? What happened to Sega?
It's not going to necessarily die. You're just going to have all these options available, like I've been saying. Like you're going to be able to VR, you're going to be able to AR, you're going to be able to cloud R, local R, and PCR, and you're just going to have like all these different ways.
He should have bolts. He's so dumb.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well,
so dumb.
I think it's going to be very interesting going forward. We'll see what happens. My only wish is that the PlayStation VR 2, please make it compatible with the PC. Like that's my biggest complaint about.
I think they already said they
absolutely. Oh man,
don't worry. I'm sure Microsoft will come out with a Halo lens or something. They'll come out with something that you'll have to have cameras in your room and set it up again.
They said that it wasn't.
I think they need to go away from the camera things in where you have to set up. Look at the Quest. Look at the Quest.
That was a bit on that.
Quest 2 is like hands-free. I think that's the biggest plus for the new Quest and why it's being so successful is all you need is the Quest 2 and the controllers and just play games.
It's the ease of use. Ease of use.
It's
always gonna. It's always a place for ease of use.
It handles the VR going everywhere, but it also allows you to do PC VR, which is what people want, and you don't have to spend like $700, $800, $1,000 or $900, whatever for the expensive PC ones that are cables everywhere, and and all the other crap that you have to do.
Damn it, I got a PS5. I got to get the hookup. I need the hookups.
Apple will make anything sound premium.
I don't know. My MacBook Pro M with the M1 is pretty damn good.
Yeah. I sincerely hope the PSVR 2 there is a PC. I was actually looking it up and the answer is not out for the PSVR 2. It doesn't seem like they've made a confirmation or anything about it.
But I
read somewhere that it's not.
But you know what? It might not be. But leave it to the community. The community will find a way. PC community will find a way to make it compatible.
Oh yeah, others will find.
So it's not even. We don't need to worry about Sony making an announcement that the PS, that it's going to be compatible with PC because Sony will say it's not, and the modding community will be like, "Step back, Sony. Let's get this taken care of."
Did they do that with the first one?
I don't think the first one can be, but I'm not sure.
No, I mean, did the modded community mod it for people?
Probably not. I mean, you had other options available at that time.
I think it's more.
And I don't know if VR wasn't. The specs in the first one versus the second one. There's a difference here, and you're really limited with VR. VR is starting to take a trend now. I don't, how big was it when PlayStation first came out with the VR? I mean, there was that one and. What else? I mean, the expensive PC stuff.
My guess is right now we got the Quest 2. My guess is it won't be too long before we see a Quest 3 with comparable stats that will be much cheaper.
It's the Meta 3. Remember, it's not going to be a Quest. It'll be a Meta 3.
No, it's called the Meta Quest now.
Yeah, Meta Quest instead of Oculus.
That's stupid. Sounds like you're talking about a doctor's office. That's dumb.
So
go ahead. Yes.
I really like my Quest 2, honestly, and I could definitely see them do it, especially with how successful the Quest 2 was. I think that they might take a loss with it, drop it for 300 to 400, and have better specs. So,
But they make money on the softwares.
yep. Resident Evil 4 VR was one of the first things I bought and I played through. I
Yeah.
already beat it.
That game's
And,
dumb.
Shut up.
It's great.
I mean, gentlemen, what we're talking about though right now, I mean, when we're older, I'm dead. It's gonna be more advanced.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's
I'm gonna.
be advanced.
Did y'all see there was an article briefly? I wasn't able to read it because I didn't have translation software installed to make it so I could actually understand what the hell I was reading. But I did happen to see that Sega just opened a brand new studio that will ensure high quality and stable development pipeline. It will design, develop, and debug new titles, and they already have a chief producer running it. So I'm just like, ooh, Sega, please God, bring me a Dreamcast 2 or some kind of, bring me all your cloud gaming stuff and just throw it on GFN. I'll be good with that.
Just make games, Sega. Make awesome games.
Dude, they used to make the best stuff. I'm just
It's
saying.
a pro studio.
Yeah.
Hey, that's some good Japanese beer. Sapporo.
Yeah. There's something brewing there.
Yeah, and I tried. You click on the link. That's what you got to have the trade. I didn't.
Oh, I can read it.
Look,
I got
can't read
magic
that.
eyes.
I'm just saying.
There's a
I
little
didn't read
logo
it.
in the corner there. That it said EN.
Oh.
EN means
Okay, well,
English.
you know, I don't. We all know I don't read anything.
That doesn't do blue. He does green and purple and red.
Purple.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can't find the link though. It just goes.
Oh
back
wait,
to
what?
the
What?
main
Else?
page.
Where? Oh, I guess even my Nintendo controller has the colors on. Damn it! You're right. I'm team Sega. That's when I read that. The first thing that popped in my head was that's what I just heard when I saw that tweet. All I heard was the Sega sound in my head. I was like, "Oof! If you coming back, Sega, please
With some
bring
green.
me some good stuff." Get out of here with them Xbox nonsense.
I mean, I got a PlayStation controller too, but it's the God of
There-
War
there.
PlayStation 4 controller.
You see that's where it's at.
There
See?
it
I,
is.
That
There it
is the best controller because it's even got the
PS5
Godfather's face on it.
Hey,
No,
God
I
of War
can't
can you
afford
pull
it.
up our
Edition,
PS5
PS4 Pro.
controllers? Shut
That's
'em
dope.
up.
That's dope.
Oh no, that's another Xbox.
Should
my
I show this? I got one of these. Collecting dust.
My
I got about 5
PlayStation
of them
controller is
collecting
actually
dust.
upstairs with the NVIDIA Shield.
Oh man, I'm always have my controller next to me next time.
Kind of missed a few there.
I play
Every
on the
bush
PC a lot,
reason
so
to
I have
bugging.
controllers. My PS5 controller's in the other room.
Yeah.
Play Medal
Make
of
a
Honor on the
question.
Quest 2.
I have not. No, I have not. The main
Well,
games
you're
that I
up for
played
show.
was Beat Saber. I
Stupid.
bought
Food Saber.
on. Well, is it Onward?
Oh shit! Did Ray turn his camera off so he could go get a controller?
Most likely.
I've played Resident
It's
Evil 4
gonna come
VR
back
the
with a
most.
stack.
Damn you,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I played the Star Wars game, the Darth Vader game. On the
Oh,
Quest.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was kind of cool.
Last VR I did was Iron Man, and that like flying through the air as Iron Man. I was.
I'll say
You know
the
what's
Darth
gonna
Vader
be-
one was a bit. I was a bit nauseous, but I played Resident Evil 4 like hours on end.
But-
Like
The
2 hours,
Darth
2
Vader, the Darth Vader game is there my favorite scene, the one with the younglings.
No. It's an interesting. It's really the first one is really short. I beat it in like 30 to 45 minutes, and it effectively you're just you get captured by Darth Vader. You're escaping, and you're kind of this chosen one type scenario where he's kind of training you, which is really weird but cool.
Dude, just the fact. I mean, standing in VR with a VR, but you are like looking face to face to Darth Vader. That was enough for me. When I played it on the original Quest, I was sold on that.
Darth Vader is training you. Is that a Star Killer prequel?
It probably was.
I mean, it's. I don't know. I have no clue. It's
Like the Force Unleashed.
At first it's almost like he's using you to access this specific technology or like alien stuff. But towards the end there, you get like ambushed by all these like crazy ancient looking robot things, and he comes to help out, and you're blocking the hits and stuff. It's pretty cool.
You know what's going to be crazy, right? Is we already know, like, and I said it before. I said it on the show plenty of times. PlayStation is going to leverage VR to have with their exclusives, and that's what they showed at CES. And so you think about Wolverine in VR. All the kids,
that would be really cool.
All the kids.
I wanted to mention something.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to mention something about that. So Horizon was shown at that. Literally like 4 days prior, I was in Discord talking to one of my buddies, your boy Twiz, and he's really gotten onto the VR train as of late. And I was talking to him, and I was like, man, if PlayStation, like I told him I'd started playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and said if they made it so like you had a VR where you could climb to the top of one of those giant giraffe looking creatures, it would be so cool.
Yeah. And what if we see like as games go along?
Less than a week later, that Horizon VR game gets announced, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Just imagine.
Could you see? Could you see them adding like Sony adding an option for VR, like a VR option, an extra, like I don't know, pay.
God of War VR. I would buy it day one.
I mean, like I like racing games. I like sports games. Could you imagine like Gran Turismo in VR or like NBA 2K or Madden? Put those in VR.
I did a racing game in VR. You're gonna throw up.
Star Wars Pod Racer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Imagine kids wanting to play football and put a headset on. Go ahead. Play as a receiver and trying to catch the ball from Tom Brady, or or playing it in the NBA or something along those lines. That would be awesome.
You got the tall lady's boobs all in your face. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Nope. I mean, you'll see that on Ray's channel. You ain't gonna see that anywhere near my channel.
Get the G4 lady on here and call us out.
Oh my god! I saw that whole clip, man. I was like, yes, ma'am. Yep. She went off, man.
Oh, that was a deflect for sure. Yeah. Oh man,
so much stuff happening. It's crazy.
It is.
There's something we didn't talk about. We kind of skipped that part when we were talking about GeForce Now. I want to loop back to this because now we just talked about PlayStation a whole bunch, but there's one specific part I wanted to talk about in the GFN news.
What would I mean? Damn.
Covered everything in GFN.
So
I think we did a pretty good job today with covering things. We haven't strayed off.
Yeah, staying on.
We talked about the touch inputs, but there's something I wanted to talk about on here about this. So this is the first game headed to GeForce Now with touch specific inputs for a game. So it's using the mobile version of the control schemes to control the game on GFN. But this makes it the first game headed to GFN that's not a straight up PC version that you're playing. This one is adapted to be played in the cloud. Now, this is opening a lot of very interesting doors on GFN. This is opening the door to eventually having cloud native games on there. So it's kicking the cage that GFN had put itself into of just being a mobile PC or a cloud PC. It's now a cloud platform with this.
In
Yeah.
my opinion, it's always been a cloud platform.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they were a service that provided a cloud gaming
Offering
It
more
was always
options
like
for-
remote play when they first started.
to me, it's more along the vein of xCloud and their custom touch controls. I see it going that route, which, in my opinion, is great because then you're going to have people who love to use. I'm not one of those people, but there are a lot out there that love to use touch controls.
Fingers are too
About 60% of people that are playing on xCloud use those.
I'm just saying that it's
And
going to
there
be
was some stats out
watch-
there that released.
What the kids
And
are the ones that are going to really take advantage of this touch control, especially with Fortnite. That's going to be a big thing
Well,
for those people.
You're just around with your phone. You don't carry a controller. Most people don't carry a controller with them. So you're just going around with your phone.
I do.
You're in somewhere waiting for a meeting or something. You have your phone with you. You just pull out a game. You got your mobile controls that are well optimized. It's not every game that's working well. Some games are well optimized for that. You got Wi-Fi around. Just hook it up. Start playing.
You're at the airport with your kids. Your kids are acting bad. Damn it! Here,
I'm driving to South Carolina this July. Stuff like that from Minnesota. That's like 20 some hours. I'm stuck in the car with children. That's a great feature to have.
Just make him play Minecraft Dungeon. The controls on it are super awesome.
Dude, we've gone so far. I remember, Dad, my battery's out in my battery operated video game. You know, I mean, that's what I had a battery operated. You know three AA batteries playing in the car. Look,
hey, did you at least have the light attachment for it so you could see in the dark?
You remember changing the batteries in the Game Boy? Felt like loading new bullets.
I had the Game Boy with the Game Boy Light, all the attachments, and just like
what I had. Yeah, with the light attachment.
Who had the printer? Because I know somebody had that printer.
Bro,
Hey,
I had the Light Boy with the speaker.
Look who's back.
Battery operated video game switch with Pixel 4.
I had the Game Boy Game Genie.
Right there.
Codes.
Yeah.
With the codes.
Yeah.
I mean there we go.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. There we go. I had
Was that the first
new
version where it
batteries in
was
that
going
Game Boy
out
and
where
it
you had
felt
to
like
charge it all the time?
As a kid, it felt like loading new bullets in your gun. Like,
dude, I had all the accessories. I had Game Boy, but I shifted to Sega. So for my handheld, it was the Game Gear, and I still had all the extra battery packs that made that thing a certified weapon.
Die. You know how you can play games long on that. That thing.
I know, but that's why they sold all them damn accessories. Sega was you start adding battery packs on sides and extra lights and things. It turned into a weapon.
I bought the extra battery pack for my Quest,
Bro,
so like there's an extra battery in the back end.
I sat in the back of the classroom with the plug outlet so I could.
yeah.
Your teacher's like, right? What are you doing back there? Homework. And now you don't have to worry about that. You just be like, I mean, when I was in school, it was the calculators you're playing games on. You're
just playing X-Men on the Game Gear. Man, that game was awesome.
Now we're phones break, and now you don't have to worry about having a PlayStation or a Stadia controller or an Xbox controller or anything connected to your phone. It's right back to where we started with touch controls. It's just you've gone from mobile gaming with touch controls to upgraded 10 times better gaming with it. Oh God, the light magnifier! I remember that.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I had that too. Just you got to give it up to GFN. Another innovation, another just elevating the gaming, experience. It's just amazing. But damn it, why Fortnite though? God dang. Why Fortnite?
Because they knew you. They knew you were going to be mad. They were like, shit. Someone must have tipped them off and told them to make sure that game, because their Ray's kid loves.
To me,
sorry, Ray. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
To me, I think it's really crucial to have them add that touch controls specifically for Fortnite because they're trying to push it to iOS. Because telling iOS users, "Hey, you can finally play Fortnite again through our service," it effectively, allows those kids and stuff who want to play it play it.
Yeah,
with
you're
touch
right.
controls.
Let's not just say
that-
kids, guys. We know there's teenagers, there's
But that was
20-year-olds,
that's
I mean,
but
they're
that's
kids compared to us.
30-year-olds.
look, that's the biggest. I did. I did do that. I went to the principal's office a couple of times for that one.
Did you guys ever get the TI
TI
calculators?
joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that in high school. We
didn't
like
put Snake on
You
there.
had on it?
Wow.
no, we played
Snake on
like
there.
Oh my God.
Snake. We were selling drugs on there with the drug deal.
Broke the conversation.
Leave it to Holtz to mess our whole show up. Not facts. I was a perfect student in school. What are you talking
Right
about?
now, I wouldn't be
Facts.
surprised if Fortnite would actually be the biggest game in the world right now in terms of popularity, in terms of player base.
It's
It's humongous. So GFN getting this not only is good for GFN, it's good for cloud gaming. It is validating cloud gaming. It's gonna get cloud gaming in the hands of a lot of people, including a lot of kids, the new generation of gamers.
I
And
agree.
it's
I
gonna
agree.
get them
I-
accustomed to cloud gaming.
But
So
and I
this
also
is-
think that this. Oh, go ahead and finish.
Well, I just wanted to say this is really cementing the future of cloud gaming as being accepted by the vast majority of gamers of the future. So it is very good for that. We're passionate about cloud gaming, and bringing Fortnite in the hands of everyone is really going to help it. The reaction today was mixed. Like if you were looking on Twitter when like those big time influencer was sharing the news, you had a minority that were like, "Oh, it's cloud gaming. It's going to lag. It's going to be bad." And you had more than half of the response were like, "Oh, so we can play on iOS now? Wait, I'm going to try that right now." And people were like jumping on it, and it's like, "Okay, let's go."
The biggest thing with Fortnite is I think it's gonna. I know that they added the direct touch. Yes, it's in beta, but it's for Android and iOS. This is a bigger win for iOS in general. I think it's going to be way more a much bigger and way huger thing that iOS is able. You're able to back to playing Fortnite on there. That was the biggest loss that iOS took, and I don't care what Apple wants to say. They know damn well they took a huge hit when they lost Fortnite on there, because that was probably one of the most popular and most downloaded games on that platform on iOS. And to be able to get that back, and now you've got because it's one thing when you got to sit there with the controller connected to your iPhone, but it's completely different when you have the ability to play it like you used to with the mobile version. But now you've got the better graphics, and you got all these PC related things that you can do, and it just opens it up.
You want to know something else that's awesome? You don't need the latest Apple phone. You can use your old one, and you're still getting great performance.
But I have a 13, and now I saw they got the 14. I got to go get. Wait, you mean I don't have to update my phone anymore? Damn,
What
what
Maker
the
said?
hell?
man.
PS5.
Yeah, if you get it on Stadia, we don't know how long it'll turn into Google Games.
That's that's a thing that
Can you get it on Xbox? Can you get that on
game, you
Xbox?
still have your games, folks. No matter
That's
what,
fair.
you still have your games.
I
just usually like to have my stuff in one place.
What I want to
Yeah, I
say
do
about
too. I'm
this
just thinking
is-
like native cloud versus remote cloud. If I play it, that's what's I'm undecided.
What I want to say on
You
this,
want remote
because
cloud-
I know
remote cloud,
like this
JD.
will generate a lot of hate from some people. I don't care. No, I do care. I don't want to create hate amongst people.
Unsubscribe from them.
But what I want to say
We'll
about
just keep
Stadia
this-
is right now, seeing how things are going, I don't think it's a good idea to invest too much money in the platform buying new games, because they're not
spent-
announcing a lot of games for it. There's some announcement, but very few. Some of them,
Can I get my
like some,
$2,000
stuff
back?
that have a very long
Excuse
lasting
me,
contract
wait
with
for
them.
the next blog next week, guys.
I
And
think.
I just
Next week.
just want
Sorry,
to
go ahead,
finish the point I was saying.
Yeah.
Even though like all the games you have on Stadia will most likely always be playable without any problem, you have games on there that takes a very long time to get their patch. The devs, even like if they're not releasing new games, they have games on there that they're not supporting as much. So PlayStation will always be like priority number one for devs because it's so big. They get the patches day one. Stadia with Destiny, it's been a good story up to now. They got very good support from them. How long will that last? It might still be good for a while, but it is possible that in the future, Stadia waits a bit longer until they get a patch because they haven't fixed a patch for running on I'm pulling a blank the OS.
Look at Dirt 5. Look at Dirt 5 is supposed to be getting an update in February to update what should have been with Dirt 5 for a couple months now.
The fact that Stadia is running on Linux for the kernel makes it a bit more complicated for devs, make it more time consuming, so it costs more money. So I don't want to trash on Stadia. I'm just saying it is possible that when you buy a game on Stadia instead of another platform, that you might wait longer until you get the patch, if the patch actually comes.
Look,
So,
I've harassed people. I mean, not harassed, but I've given my criticisms.
He was right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right the first time.
I was. But look, the tech. I've never been one to say that the tech doesn't work because it does. When I had my internet issues and my upload speed was like 1 meg or 2 meg, I still did streams. I still did it with their direct streaming. It worked for me. So it. Shut up, buddy. Got him.
Well, you know what though?
it is no downloading those.
Shout out to Andy Morph though, because there was a game that I totally forgot that was announced 2 years ago, and that was Windjammers.
Windjammer, yeah.
2. And I'm just like, holy crap, that was announced 2 years ago.
Still not on Stadia.
So, and look, guys, I play Stadia. I love Stadia, but I play everything. But like I said, you're a consumer. You play what you want to play. If you're not happy with the product, you got to do what you got to do. All right. I'm always 100% behind that. So, I'm just, let's see what happens. I love the tech. I love the tech. But
we all love the tech.
But damn it, they gave you 3 wishes. And you know what my first wish was? AAA games.
3.
Yeah, AAA games.
They gave 3. No, I'm not. I got no comment on that.
AAA games.
So
Makers, hold your tongue.
I did want to say something. I wanted to say.
Shit.
Here we go. We're getting kicked off.
The reason why I suggested PS5 is because to me, Stadia is so inconsistent. Like, look at the closure of SG&E at the beginning of last year. You had titles stop coming. So until Stadia actually becomes more vocal and tries to showcase what it actually is again, because to me, this is a transition phase. They're trying to figure out what they want Stadia to be, what they want Stadia to do. And yeah, they're going to new PCs, but you're seeing a lot of lack of support on games. The Dirt 5 thing where they've been lacking updates, the lack of NBA 2K22 coming, the no logos scenario where, even with like Hitman, the Stadia logo was not there, but Epic was, but Xbox, PlayStation, everybody else, but Stadia, despite Stadia having that title on their platform already,
right?
It just doesn't look good.
Which number 2 roadmap?
Yeah, okay. Stadia, in my opinion, needs to have constant communication with the developers, especially big ones like IO Interactive, because IO Interactive isn't just working on Hitman. They already have a
James Bond.
What?
They got a James Bond coming.
Oh, yeah,
snap.
yeah.
Oh,
James
yeah,
Bond.
you're right,
I,
right,
thought-
right.
Oh,
I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I
I
didn't know.
was
I
going
was
to
like,
say 007
I thought you
game.
said
Yeah.
so-
bong. Hit the bong. I didn't hear that.
James
Yeah,
Bond,
I thought you said hit the bong.
Mr. Bond.
Oh,
no,
Hit the bong.
well, those Stadia higher ups need to stop hitting that bong.
Jesus.
So there needs to be
Watch out, he's standing right behind you.
These are his words, not mine.
there needs to be communication with these developers and actually announcing, hey, like as soon as they announce for the other platforms, announce with Stadia as well. They need to get on that. It's a gaming platform. It's not a subscription service like a lot of people try and make it like, oh, but it wasn't announced for Luna. I don't see like the newest movies getting announced for Netflix like all the time. That's not what I'm expecting from a service.
Netflix gets new movies.
Stadia
I
has
expect-
to be held on the same standard than PlayStation and Xbox because that's what
Well,
they're-
because it's a
they
platform.
sold
It's not a. It has a subscription service, but ultimately it is a platform. You
Yeah,
know,
Their
That's how I
biggest
see it as.
problem has their biggest problem from day one was the fact that they utilized Google or Linux for it. That will always be their biggest issue.
the problem. One of the problems.
Don't shake your head. You show me a Linux computer. Show me all the games that you can play natively.
One of the problems that I see a lot in, especially amongst the community, a lot of people like to compare Stadia games to the games coming out on the original Xbox. But the problem that I see is that then when you try to compare them to Xbox, to PlayStation, to Switch, they say, "Oh, you can't compare them to those. Those platforms have been out for so long." I'll tell you right now, when the Xbox dropped, they were immediately compared to PlayStation, to Sega.
Why you got to go back
Absolutely.
to 2001?
Nintendo.
Why you got to go way back to 2001?
Because when you jump into a market, you're
Right,
immediately
we're proving a
compared
point.
to those other
You ain't proving
platforms.
nothing, GFN fanboys.
So that's my
Shit.
GFN fanboys talking about Stadia, folks.
Shut up, Ray, you Nintendo fanboy.
And I like. Don't get me wrong. I like Stadia.
Ray's
Stadia
coming down on
performs-
us.
but yeah.
Stadia performs great. I
Right.
mean, as I said
Right,
before,
I will showcase my other image.
I've purchased
Hold on.
several titles on the
Don't do
platform.
that. Stop.
I bought Ember,
Dude,
which is on Game Pass now.
I just can't move now. I don't know. To be fair though, I don't know the last time I bought a game on Stadia.
It's been a little while for me.
Do pro games count as
Hey.
thing?
Hey, the next Rainbow Six Siege extraction I'm getting on.
I don't have to.
Get
I
on
don't have to
Stadia.
pay for it.
Don't have to
I
download it.
Ubisoft,
Don't have to
Say
download it.
Ubisoft,
Don't have
I got
to download
Ubisoft
it.
Plus, so I don't have to worry about
You know.
paying for. That's my thing. Is the subscriptions are what are saving me money because I don't. That's why I don't buy games half the time on any platform. That's what my subscriptions are for.
Gaming is 100% comparable to movies and TV shows
buy your games on
plans
Steam.
out there. You can buy your movies right now.
I get
and
free
TV
games on
shows
Steam.
the Google Play
Yeah.
Video, and there's multiple
It's up to your
platforms.
GFN bosses.
There's multiple platforms where you can
Shut
buy your movies and TV shows.
My boss is right there.
Almost no one is doing that now. Everyone is paying for the subscriptions. Everyone's got Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, and all of those subscription that is giving you that content. And yeah, with Disney Plus, you can actually buy the movies to get them early, but they still end up on Disney Plus, and people are subscribing because they really like
That's
that.
not it. Where is it?
Because you're saving a lot of money, you can consume as much
Nope,
as you want.
wrong one. Damn it.
But time to
The hell
get
is that?
Cobra Kai background, I'll defend your service.
That's
sweep
Holtz
the leg.
right there, guys. That is Holtz in front of Ralph Macchio. Holtz.
I'm trying to find it. Hold on. I've had too many images of my
But
damn
I want to
library.
come back to a
No
comment
mercy.
from Crow Resin here about Google had to know that using Linux would slow down the development process. Linux gaming in general is smaller than PC gaming for a reason. I do understand why they want Linux. First, they own the platform, so Linux is handled by Google mostly. And it's not just that. At the moment that Stadia came out, you have to remember, when was that? It was right towards the end of the console life of the Xbox One. Xbox was in trouble. And Xbox is the DirectX machine. That's what it was named for. Like if you watch the documentary, it was a DirectX machine. Devs were starting to slowly creep away from DirectX. They were going towards Vulkan more and more. You can see it with Rockstar that they put Red Dead Redemption 2 on both DirectX and Vulkan just to give themselves the option, because with Vulkan, if you want to fix something with Vulkan, you can do it yourself. If you want something fixed with DirectX, you have to call Microsoft and ask them to fix it. So that's why more and more devs were going towards Vulkan at that moment, because Xbox was losing a lot of support from Microsoft. They were not in a good position. It wasn't going well. But then they turned things around, and now everyone is flocking back to Xbox because Xbox is extremely popular, and DirectX is really gaining a lot of ground right now with the Xbox Series S and X. So the situation kind of shifted around, and Stadia ends up using something that was starting to be more and more popular. And right now, this situation shifted around. So it's kind of crappy for Stadia, but it is what it is. Still, a lot of devs are still using Vulkan. It's still a very popular developing platform, but it's not as much a focus right now because of the success that Xbox is going with right now.
Right. And Google uses a lot of code, which is Linux. So, and then Ubuntu coming to Chromebooks and all of that stuff. And even with Fuchsia OS, that's Linux based. This everything Google does is like Linux based.
Well, one of the benefits of going Linux is, since it's an open platform, Google's going to take like 100% of the revenue. If they have to use like a Windows environment, then they're going to have to pay a license fee. So, in my opinion, it went down to money. Like, yeah, Linux is great because they can customize it specifically for what they want to do with it. That's a great option, but I think a lot of it comes down to money.
Mm-hmm.
But timing wise, it made sense. Right now, not as much.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's still 2022, folks. We will
Yeah.
see.
Especially with, well, yeah, we'll see what happens.
it's going around really fast, but
But the fact is, the platform is it's uncertain right now. There's been a lot of change ups throughout the past year with the platform, and that's why I'm cautious of it, and that's why I am hesitant to recommend people buying games on it.
And
Mm-hmm.
to make a comparison, like if you've watched the Xbox documentary, Xbox went through very similar stuff, but the attitude was entirely different. While Microsoft, when they funded the Xbox, they had those doubt problems. They went to the CTO with problems, and they were like, "Okay, we're gonna get shut down." And they went to see the CTO. I can't remember the name, and he looked at him like, "Okay, you're in charge of the project. Here's $1 billion. Try to fix that." They doubled down on it, and they made sure that they've put the right investments to get everything going. We're not seeing the same attitude from Stadia.
Yeah, well, Xbox definitely took a huge loss initially.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they went and rushed the Xbox 360. It was basically a toaster that overheated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
Hey,
I'm
don't
still talking about the original Xbox. The
Not
first
my
one.
red ring of death. I loved my
but-
red ring of death.
I mean, even that.
5 of them.
They, but the money was still there. I think they struggled a bit in Xbox One era. I think Microsoft kind of laid their hands back and said, "All right, you handle yourself for a while," and it did not go over well. And now you're seeing with Game Pass, with these deals, purchasing Bethesda, Microsoft is back into fully investing into Xbox, it seems, which is good. Competition is good, and it's good for us gamers. And I can't wait to see what they push, because to me, I've seen a lot of progress, because Xbox was, let's be real, Xbox was putting kind of some trash like games out for a little bit there. They weren't.
I loved my Burger King game.
Yeah, stop putting stuff in here, man. I gotta go.
Oh
Yeah, but yeah, I just want to say, like, titles like the Ori series, like, which both were like high 80s, 90s, Psychonauts 2, high rating, Deathloop. We're seeing a lot of these titles that Xbox now owns doing really well. Microsoft Flight Sim, Forza Horizon 5, just some really spectacular titles, and it's really showcasing Xbox's ambition and their
Dude, Hellblade 2. Oh my god.
Yeah. And I look forward to seeing what they do.
I'm really looking forward to Starfield at the end of the year. Apparently, it's still coming this year. That's gonna be amazing.
We'll see, but yeah, I'm still hesitant on it, especially since they have COVID issues and stuff like that. A lot of delays. I'm still hesitant on. I think God of War is going to come, but I think it's going to be late this year.
God dang it! They already pushed Stalker 2 to
all the way back
November?
to December.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that's kind of how the situation is now. Development's really screwed up.
What the hell is this Vet Club Gaming asking nonsense for?
I don't think anyone's
touching Activision with a 10-foot pole.
Not right now, anyways.
You know, all you gotta do is get you some PR, man. Hire Vet as the PR No, don't hire Vet.
No. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't.
Let me handle your PR. Let me handle your PR. I'll take care of that real quick.
Anyway, you guys going to close it on this, or?
Yeah, I gotta eat dinner.
Real fast. God of War launches tomorrow on PC.
Well, launches right now, depending on what time zone. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we're talking. We don't care about them other time zones. I'm just kidding.
I know a lot of people are revved up to play this on PC.
There's a lot of people that are ready for this. That are.
I might have to get it just to try it on PC and play it before the sequel comes out later this year.
It's looking phenomenal.
Yeah. I watched the trailer, numerous trailers. That game looks fantastic.
So, just want to go around. Okay. Maker, where can we find you?
I do videos on Cloudy with Games, and check me out on Twitter, Maker of Chaos 12 on Twitter. So that's about it.
Awesome. Ray, where can we find you?
Ray3473 on Twitter. I'm always posting what I'm doing. I stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday nights. And then I do wonderful shows with Vet. I think I'm on 3 of them. I can't get rid of him. He just follows me everywhere I go. But
he's your stalker too.
Cloud Nation. I do Cloud Nation TV. I do the Rock Review. We also have a sports channel that's just amazing, talking sports with Vet. That we do. The playoffs are coming up. Woohoo, go Niners! And I also do Retro Rewind.
Yeah.
Retro Rewind. I do a retro show with SPG and Jeff Getnack.
William.
So thank you guys.
Awesome. And JD, where can we find you, man?
You can find me right here at CloudNationTV, and then you just catch me on the gaming streets, man. I'll be on Ray's streams, giving him a hard time with aliens.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Give him a hard time. But JD3MXP on Twitter, you can find me.
Awesome. And Vet, where can we find you? Every single day playing some GFN?
Basically, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, GFN content on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter, Vet Cloud Gaming, and same on Twitch. I do GFN. I might start doing some PlayStation content again. As I was diving through the catalog, there's games that I want to play again. Metal Gear Solid 5 is one of them because I love that game. But yeah, Tuesday night, Sports Talk 101 with my good buddy Ray. Thursdays afternoons, with Rock and Ray. And Thursday nights here, Cloud Nation TV. And I'm usually in everybody's chats, causing chaos wherever I go. Except for Ray. Ray's the only one channel that I don't show up at because he streams too daily for me.
He hates me. I'll be
Awesome.
playing the Anna Cruz on Xbox. Find me later, guys. Anybody want to get in some multiplayer?
Mm. As for myself, well, you can find me right here. This is my Twitch channel. If you haven't, be sure to follow to get a notification whenever I go live. I stream every Sunday night, and I try to stream a few other nights when I have time during the week.
Or the power's not out.
Yeah, when we got the little hamsters turning the wheel for power.
Get a backup
over
generator
here in Nova Scotia. So yeah, every odd night here I'll do some streams whenever I have time, and on Sundays. And there is CloudNationTV located right here on my Twitch channel. New change. Thank you guys for showing up. By the way, great turnout. And yeah, every Thursday, and that's about it. So thank you very much, by the way, to everyone in the chat. It was amazing. The chat was on fire all night. So yeah, Paul and everyone, Eddie was there, and great turnout as always.
Paul, I'm watching you, buddy.
Check out
really
the
love you guys.
folks. Weekend at Bernie's is an awesome movie,
man.
folks. Weekend at Bernie's.
Is that how we're ending it with Weekend at Bernie's?
Wait, do you want me to show it?
I think that's
Oh,
what Ray mentioned it, so you got to.
Don't do it.
Ray said
No, no.
a weekend at Bernie's.
No, I said no.
Weekend events.
I said check out the movie.
Yeah, there's a underlying message why you said.
Oh, man.
Awesome.
We'll
Guys.
save that for another stream.
So thank you so much, everyone. Have a very good night. Say goodbye.
Later.
See you.
Bye. Enjoy the